Hace más de 30 años inicié mi trabajo en la televisión con Jochi Santos y J. Eduardo Martínez, escribiendo en cartulinas los guiones de sus monólogos. Luego lo hice también en Sábado Chiquito, en Sábado de Corporán y en Divertido con Jochi. Las chuletas, como le decimos aquí, son estas tarjetas de gran tamaño con los textos necesarios para que los presentadores hagan su trabajo de una manera natural. A través de las redes sociales conocí a un ícono de las Cue Cards. Me refiero a Wally Feresten. Wally, por más de 30 años, ha realizado este trabajo y además es una figura estelar del backstage del programa Saturday Night Live de NBC. Me emociona mucho que grabara esta entrevista para Imaginativa y mejor aún, que nos hiciera una Cue Card con nuestro nombre.
Stand by music. Ready 2, up on track 31. Standing by for the pan, ready 5. Have a great show, folks. Here we go. And roll it.
Hey, this is Studio 8H. This is Wally Feresten. Hi, how you doing? I'm the Cue Card guy. I'm walking backwards. We do a lot of shots back here. I'm trying to show you guys a little bit of the area that we're in. This is all behind the scenes of Saturday Night Live. This is our Cue Card area right here. That's one of the spots there. Hi, one of the spots over here. That's out. You can see more of the sets there. This is the scenic department, and coming over here to my department, I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to say, hi, I'm Wally Feresten. I'm the head Cue Card guy for Saturday Night Live, Late Night with Seth Meyers, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, all the shows here at NBC. And I'm going to write a Cue Card for you guys at Imaginativa. Not going to be able to see me write it, but I'm going to hold it up after. Just picture me writing the card. And we're going to write it right now. Live from the Dominican Republic. I have been in the Dominican Republic and I love the Dominican Republic. It's beautiful. It's Imagine Ativa. We do 3 exclamation points because that's what we do when we write live from New York on Saturday night. I'm going to just jazz this up a little bit. I'm going to underline it a little bit. And I've got to hash mark it. And then I'm going to number it. I'm going to autograph it, whether you want it or not, Imaginativa. Me signing my name, and then I'm going to hold it up, and I want to welcome you all and say, live from live from the Dominican Republic, it's Imaginativa. Have a great time. So the beginning of my story getting into Cue Cards, I wanted to be a writer. I went to school for writing, I went to college for writing, and I broke into the business. I wanted to write for film and for TV. And I figured, what other way to do that than to do Cue Cards? No, I didn't want to do Cue Cards. I didn't know anything about Cue Cards. There was an opening in the Cue Card department, so I got an interview. I wrote some cards out. They said the writing wasn't that bad. It was, but they were very nice to me. And they hired me. And for some reason, my writing did improve, but for some reason, I was really good at holding the cue cards, which is usually a very stressful part of the cue carding when you're out, especially for Saturday Night Live, which is a live show. But for some reason, I took to it. It was easy. I loved it. It was exciting. And it got my start in TV. And I did do a lot of writing for smaller shows on Cartoon Network, and MTV, in Comedy Central, and Nickelodeon. But I always wasn't enough to pay the bills. So I kept on doing cue cards. And I got better and better at it. And, I was writing for Saturday Night Live too. I was writing weekend update jokes. So that kept me going with my writing. But the more I did cue cards, the more I thought, wow, this is such a cool job. I get to work with celebrities and these cast members. And it turned into, instead of a job breaking into the business, it turned into a career, a 32-year career that I'm completely enjoying. So the most difficult thing about working for Saturday Night Live, or SNL as we call it, is the schedule. It's a very condensed, lots of hours schedule. We don't start rehearsing the show until Thursday before a Saturday show. So we rehearse a lot of stuff on Thursday. We do a lot long hours on Friday. Sometimes we're there till 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we're back at 11:30, 12 on Saturday morning, and then we have all day Saturday, of course. Working on a live show is exciting. It's you don't know what's going to happen. You hope nothing crazy happens, especially with the cue carding. As long as I don't make mistakes or my guys don't make mistakes, I'm happy. If mistakes get made in other departments, that's not my concern. Sometimes it's fun to see. Sometimes an actor will screw up a line and they'll laugh, or they'll make themselves laugh. But working with a different celebrity each week, I get that either I have worked with before or I haven't worked before, is exhilarating. It's fun. And I feel really cool that I get to help them through this crazy process of a show that's on every week. And they've probably been watching it for their whole lives. And a lot of them, it's been a dream to be on this show. And I kind of help them calm down, settle down, and do a good job and help them make their dreams come true. I don't, put them on the show. They get put on there, and then it's my job to make them look good. So the structure of my team is, on Thursdays, I have about 4 people that will work from 11 to about 10 o'clock at night, where they'll come in and start printing the sketches. We only do one set of cue cards for each sketch because the sketch will change a lot between Thursday and Friday. So they'll print one copy of each sketch, maybe 4. I think we usually do 5 sketches on Thursday. We'll rehearse those. I'm doing Late Night with Seth Meyers. At the same time, I'm doing Saturday Night Live a lot. So I'll be going back and forth between studios. That's Thursday. Friday is more sketches and duping, we call it. We make multiple sketches for each, multiple sets of cards for each sketch. So Friday, I've got more like 9 or 10 people in, and they're just printing all day. They're printing cue cards from 11 in the morning, sometimes till like 12 at night. It's a long, arduous, their hands hurt. While they're doing that, I'm out blocking sketches. And then figuring out how many sets I need, trying to figure out who's going to hold what, stand where, figuring out all the logistics of it. And then on Saturday, I probably have like 10 people. 2 people work just on weekend update, and then the other 8 will work on, again, making changes on all the sketches, reading them to make sure we've printed them right. And then I'll have 2 guys that will rehearse with me, and we'll have all the sets of cards out on the floor, and we'll see if I hopefully made the right decision on how many sets of cards I need for each sketch. One sketch could only have 1 set of cards because they're talking directly to camera. Another sketch might be like a living room scene where I'm talking this way, and I'm talking this way, and I'm talking this way. So I need cards here, I need cards there, and I need cards there. So that's 3 sets of cards. So this all has to be figured out. Hopefully I did it right, and I did my job correctly, and things run smoothly. As far as why we don't, Saturday Night Live still uses cue cards and not teleprompter, the number one reason being teleprompters are electric and they break. They break down, and if a teleprompter breaks down in the middle of a live show, you're screwed. Everyone is screwed. The actors don't know what to say. The director doesn't know what to do. There's mayhem, and they do break down. If you've ever worked with a teleprompter, they go down, or they're not doing things properly, or something happens with it. Someone unplugs it by mistake. That happened at the Emmys. Anyway, so that's why. And then cue cards have been such a part of Saturday Night Live since they started in 1975. Lorne Michaels, who created it, considers cue cards a part of the show. And I get that all the time. People will leave a show and they'll tell me that they were watching us do the cue cards just as much as they were watching the actors, because it's kind of like a ballet, and it's kind of really interesting, all the cards moving at the same time, and it's pretty interesting. I haven't seen it from their perspective because I'm always doing it, but I'm told that it's very mesmerizing, and it's an important part of the show, and it's a really cool part of the show, and I don't think it'll ever change because we do a good job and we can handle all the stress of it, and doing cue cards is cool. Teleprompters are boring. It's just machines that get in the way of everything. Thank you so much for interviewing me and putting me on Dominican Republic television. It's been a dream of mine to appear in Dominican Republic television ever since I visited years ago. I am honored to be honored by you. Thank you so much. And I hope that I get to visit your beautiful country soon. And if I do, and you see me at a resort, laying at by the beach or by a pool, please come up and say hi. And I'll tell you any stories you want about any celebrities you want. Thank you so much.